All right, folks. Welcome back to another episode of METS. And as I said yesterday, we might not be doing this every single game all game long, but we'll probably get to around that fifth or sixth inning. Dan, we finally saw Juan Soto launch one to the moon. How are you feeling? What was your initial reaction during that? As we're watching this game, we have a 3-1 game, top six. Nimmo just grounded out into a double play. You might be a little behind me, so I'll hit that 10-second button. All right. Are you behind me?
I see Alonso getting tagged right now. And then the throw, the replay.
I'm Alonso tagged right now.
Yep. Oh, so I might be ahead of you today. Look at that. But
no, I'm ahead. I hit the 10
you are.
second.
But it's good to be here. Good to see Soto go deep too. That was cool. I mean, he smoked that ball 390 to right field off the second deck. The power's there. You saw Taylor. You saw Winker. It's encouraging. You just want to see the line continue to move, continue to produce runs for the Mets, continue to pass the baton. This is a marathon, not a sprint, but every single game is going to matter. Now it's about holding the game. Sixth inning, 3-1. Let's maybe tack on another here. You got a runner at third, 2 outs, Vientos at the plate, 0-2 count. But it's about tacking on now, and it's about the bullpen. McGill's given you a good outing. 5 innings so far. Strong.
Oh, I would sign up for this immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. So let's see what we got. We got the 0-2 right here coming to Vientos. Down to the dirt. Am I still ahead of you?
Yeah, no, you are ahead of me by a couple of seconds. But Hunter Brown's stuff is electric.
You know, I could pause it. Pause.
And it just.
Yeah. I want to try to line up with you as much as possible. I'll tell you where I'm at. They're showing the picture right now.
Okay, good. Go.
All right. Hopefully we're lined up.
Awesome. Yeah, Vientos too at the plate. Like, just be consistent. Stay within yourself. We know he's a good hitter. 27 home runs, 111 games last year. Just
try to drive that ball to right field.
Right. And Hunter Brown's stuff is good. You got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Houston's come to play both of these games today. The Mets clearly, now it's a reverse score of what we saw yesterday, 3-1. But like Vientos swinging at a pitch at his eyes. I wanted to see Vientos do very well. I do. And again, they're showing the double.
Did he just strike out?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, then you're way ahead of me.
No, they're showing his double from earlier, but just consistency with Vientos, consistency, because he's consistently that good. And then the more he hits, the more he's in this lineup. There's a real idea too. You heard it on the talk radio today a little bit. Some people saying putting Vientos in the 2-hole, putting Soto to the 3-hole, which I'm a big fan of, and kind of sandwiching him in between 2 future Hall of Famers. I think that could really help for Vientos. And then Pete 4 back to the original spot where he belongs.
Well, they did what you wanted to see done. We spoke about the
Nimmo in the 4-hole.
Yeah, Nimmo in the 4-hole.
No, can't complain.
Just missed that one. That sucks. First and second, no outs. They don't get anything.
He's at 95 now, 96 pitches.
Yep.
Vientos gave it a ride, but one too many outs to make that a run.
So let's see what we got here. So how are you feeling about Tyler McGill's start right now? I feel like he's in a groove. And you said it last week. He's got ace type stuff when he's on. It's all about that self-composure for me. What are your thoughts? I mean, he's your guy.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And it's borderline great stuff today, too. He's attacking pitchers. The same thing that we say about Brandon Sproat and the potential that he could be. It's still that fundamental stuff that Mendy's telling him, that he's telling to Tyler McGill as well. Attack early, attack often. Go after these hitters like the pitcher that you are. Right. And the stuff that we know that you have. 98. People don't have 98 in the back pocket like McGill has. So it's good stuff. Good stuff early. Encouraging.
I couldn't agree more.
Just encouraging. That's all. We're not looking for perfection in March, but we're looking for consistency. We're looking for health, and we're looking for just solid stuff. And McGill's bringing that today. So it's good.
So how many pitches is he at right now? That's what I want to see.
Let's see. McGill is currently at. Tell you in 2 seconds. 70 pitches. 43 for strikes, 5 ground balls, 3 fly balls for McGill, 17 batters faced. He's currently 5 innings deep, 2 hits, 1 run, 5 Ks.
Shoo!
And yeah. Oh, it is what it is. A Jordan sac fly in the 4th inning. It's a sac fly to left center. Tyrone Taylor caught it, and Altuve scored.
Here we go. They're going to be showing some highlights right now. Bing, bang, boom, bang, boom. So 15 outs. He's got 7 on the sinker, 4 on the 4-seamer, and 3 on the slider. So he's got a nice pitch mix there. That sinker, man, we all know for a while that's been the key to his success. And he's just, we were in that live before everyone starts dogging on him over the 1 inning. He was able to hold it down. That's all we could ask,
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Diddy. Soto bomb, brother. Soto bomb. Get used to saying it. Now, I you know what's funny, Dan? I was just looking. Guess what Juan Soto's OPS right now?
What is it?
1,600. All those Met fans, you know what? I can't say it on YouTube. I'll probably get demonetized. Screw it. I'll say it. Bitching and moaning yesterday. I could not take it. I came in your space last night when I was picking up dinner for me and my wife, and I'm like, everybody just relax. It's one game. It's not the NFL. The NFL, yeah, you dog because every game means so much. But think if you're comparing those two sports, it's like 9 games of MLB equals 1 game in the NFL. So take a chill pill.
Yeah.
He's not going to all of a sudden forget how to hit. And remember what I said earlier, guys, today on my live. I said, I'm going to bet a ton of money on Soto hitting a home run. So I put a stack on it. $100 on so I don't even know what I'll look at my account when I'm done here, but I put 100 on it because I knew it was gonna happen. You had to know it was gonna happen.
That's funny. Good money. Plus money for sure. Plus, 400 maybe probably made,
Is it
$400.
me or are we the only team that throws a strikeout in the dirt and everybody always gets to first base? Like, come on.
Look at Pete, still scooping. Still scooping the drop third strikes, Pete. Attaboy. But no,
why are they sending the pitching coach out there? He just completely blistered the hell out of that ball and got the strikeout.
Hefner checking on him.
Look at Torrens. Why are you? He tried to backhand that. It was at his chest.
I mean, the fact that he's swinging at that shows that McGill's stuff is just it is that nasty. But I hear you. Yeah,
we just got out of spring training. Spring training is all about the fundamentals. How are you trying to backhand that, Dan?
He's approaching 75 pitches. No, I hear you on that. That's just bad fundamentals.
Like that kills us.
No, I know. Tying run at the plate, but
top of the lineup's coming up right now.
Right.
Fundies.
See the live money line bottom right. Mets minus 285. Houston plus 220. Yeah, 73 pitches for McGill so far. I mean, you're gonna give him the rest of this inning. You just got to get out of this inning. Get a 2-ball here. Nothing too crazy. Just you don't want to face Jordan. You don't want to keep walking yourself into a situation, letting Houston just crawl back into this game.
8-2 Jays. Is that what Loyal said? What's up, Loyal?
8-2, yeah. No, he's keeping an eye on the rest of the league.
How's the National League doing?
Let's take a look, Ray. Why don't
Here, I'll pull it up and I'll put us to the side. Here we go. Let's present this.
So the Orioles that smoked the Blue Jays yesterday, 12-2. The Blue Jays are up over the Orioles, 8-2. Middle of the 8th. Yep.
Okay, so 8-2 Blue Jays. We got the Cubs 0-0, Athletics 0-0, Braves 0-0. I would like to see San Diego do some damage to the Braves if they could. They're supposed to be a really good team, so let's show it. What's going on tonight? Anybody else? I know the Yankees were off.
We have 2 finals already.
Yeah, we have the Damn, imagine talk about a crop duster of a matchup right here. Rocky Rays. Holy cow. One plays in a minor league park, and the other one might as well be a minor league team.
And don't look
You know what I mean? You know?
yeah, and then don't look at the other one right below it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 more minor league teams. You know what, Dan? It's gonna be real interesting to see if that changes with the new CBA. Are players finally gonna say, you should not be drafting a Paul Skeens and we throw around loosely generational talents. Generational talents are the Juan Sotos, the Otanis, the Judges. Paul Skeens is right there. Those players should not be. Oh, damn. Are we live together?
Yep.
All right.
Think so. Hope so. Lindor.
Mendoza's look. That's why you can't backhand balls in the dirt. Torrens owes him an apology.
So Altuve single through the hole on the left side. Mendy going to a pitching change. 3-1 game, Mets lead. McGill's day is over after 77 pitches. 5 innings. Didn't get an out in the 6th.
Well, he did.
No, he didn't get an out there.
I know. Well, in my mind, he did. He got strike 3.
He should have, right. No, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. He should have.
That should be it goes as a wild pitch. That should be an error on Torrens.
Oh, I hear you. Again, it's things too out of McGill's control. Maybe they're going to him a little prematurely, but then the second you see the base hit, now they have 2 on. You got to go to the pen. Who are they going to? I don't know, but I could tell you very quickly. Let's see.
It's got to be I would say probably Reed Garrett, someone like that. I gotta see who's coming up.
Yeah, nobody yet. Reed Garrett.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. All right. So we'll get our first look at Reed in 2025. Big staple in this Mets bullpen. Had big innings last year. Expect him to be kind of this coming in the 8th inning. Not 8th inning, excuse me. Coming in this game in the 6th inning. So that's kind of the role he's going to be. I was looking at the Orioles game. But yeah, so 6th inning, Reed Garrett, that's fine. Just get outs, keep this line moving.
You know why they're going to him? Because they want him to get that grounder.
Yeah, get the ground ball.
I'm okay giving up a run here. Just can't give up more than that.
With the ability too, with Reed Garrett, if he looks.
Think about this: the defense out of all positions, we would have thought would have been pretty good. Not positions, but things on this team have failed this pitching staff the last 2 days to start the season. That's the last thing I would have thought that would hurt us. Because in close games against good teams like the Astros, a 3-run homer here changes everything.
Yeah. Does it ever? Yeah, maybe we see Budo.
6 strikeouts, man.
Man.
Oh, don't give me that. These people don't even watch the damn game. He's one of their high leverage pitchers. Reed Garrett, you don't bring your high leverage guys in this early.
Well, no, listen, last year Reed Garrett was one of the high leverage guys, but this year, now with the additions of, Stanek's back, and then you have Minter in the mix, Budo's kind of risen up a little bit. So not to knock Garrett, but he does have that final remaining option, and he kind of fits better in the 6th inning, 7th inning.
I agree. You made a good point there.
Like last year, yeah, he was the 8th inning guy, but times have changed.
All right, 2 on, nobody out, 0-1. Way outside. Got 1-1. See, this kills us too, Dan, because look, we were hoping from length out of McGill. If he could have gotten through 6 and gave up even 2 runs, you would have ran that to the bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, that wasn't even close. Breaking ball down at the ankles, 2-1.
Yeah, we're only going to be tweeting live when runs are scored. So if we can, I see what happens. 3-1 game. Hopefully the Mets don't let up any more runs. Stop the bleeding. You can get a ground ball here and get a runner to third, excuse me, but just get the ground ball. Then ground ball fell.
All right, we got 2-2 from Garrett coming up. We're still bottom 6, 3-1 Mets after Juan Soto launches his first career home run as a New York Met. And no doubter stood at home plate and watched it. But here we go. Timeout at the plate. Shocker.
First of many more for Mr.
Right now,
Soto.
RBI probability is 16%. Come on, big K here. 2-2. Checks the runner on the pitch. Strike 3 right down the middle. Sit down. That was right down the middle of hook. Got away with it, but that's baseball. It was in one dead.
Ooh.
But here's the big test. Yordan Alvarez. Look at this right down the middle. Doesn't get any more middle than that.
See you later.
You know what scared me? I called that strikeout before it even happened. And I know Major League umpires, for some reason, when it's right down the middle, they just don't see it half the time.
See ya. Nice pitch.
This is what scares me here.
McGill's loving it. He's like, I'm getting off the hook.
Representing the go-ahead run, Alvarez.
Get
Doesn't
it
check the runner on the pitch. Well inside.
Get a ground ball.
1-0 to Alvarez. Alvarez, who hit 308 and 35 home runs last year as a DH. Clearly one of the top bats that, Dan, is not talked about enough throughout MLB circles, in my opinion.
Hell of a hitter. Hell of a hitter.
Reed checks the runner at second. Right down the middle for a slider. We got 1-1.
Yordan's a beast. I mean, a lot of these people in the ballpark today for Houston are there because of Yordan. They're there because of Altuve. Besides it, maybe Framber, that's it. And they don't really have any more of their staple pieces anymore, which is unfortunate for Houston, but they're building with the Christian Walkers, the Paredes. But Yordan's it's a hell of a player.
I agree. That last fastball was way out of the zone up high. 2-1 Alvarez.
His RBI probability is at 22%.
21 I'm seeing right now.
21.
Swung at a pitch well out of the zone. Fouls it down to third baseline. Now we're down to 2-2.
Stupid RBI probability.
You know who he reminds me of? His stature, Alvarez. Maybe he wasn't as big, but my favorite Met of all time, and I actually have
Cliff.
his autographed ball right over there. Yeah, Cliff Floyd. Shout out to Andy, the angry Albanian, who sent me that ball.
Shout out
all
to
3 in the dirt, 3-2 full count. But yeah, Andy, the angry Albanian, did not have to do anything, but just a good friend of mine said, I'm sending you something. And I got it in the mail. It was pretty damn cool.
That's what's up.
All right, our probability's down to 14%. Reed, you cannot walk him.
Can't look.
Here we go, 3-2. Fouls it away.
It's like their win probability. It's an erroneous. Alvarez is fighting though. What do you say here, Reed?
Yeah, tough spot. You got Myers and Altuve, second and first. Reed shakes off the first pitch, says yes to the second, so he's shaking Terrenz off, checks the batter at second. Here we go, 3-2. Well inside. And they're loaded up. To me there, Dan, let me know what you think. It looks like he was gripping the ball a little tight on that in that situation. He's not going to leave anything over the plate to Yordan Alvarez.
No. You're not pitching around him there, but that's not some competitive pitches thrown in there for sure. It's frustrating. Hopefully you get out of it here again. Same thing. Just get a ground ball, get the 2 outs, get out of this inning. Yeah,
Beatty, enough chit-chatting at second base with that cheater Altuve. So here we go. Christian Walker, the newest Houston Astro. Career bases loaded, 309 average. Then the pitch from Garrett, well outside slider. Or this is cutter. I don't like Garrett's body composure right now. He looks like he's tense.
Love the addition of Christian Walker for the Astros. Loved it very early on. Yeah, 3 for 60.
And the 1-0.
Good deal for him.
Fouled right back.
Houston's going to be legit.
I was convinced he was going to be a New York Yankee.
There's a lot of that talk for sure. Then they go out and get Goldschmidt. There was that Pete stuff floated for them. Naylor, there was some floating, but yeah, Goldschmidt they end up with. It's weird.
All right, and the 1-1 from Garrett.
Evan Roberts said on a show one time, a source very close to
nasty slider. Sorry, Dan, to cut you
No,
off.
you're
Go ahead.
no, you're good.
1-2
He
to
said
Walker.
Evan said a source that he trusts very well told me about Christian Walker. He's not a New York guy. So I don't know. Take that to whatever you want that to mean. But yeah, that was probably no chance he was going to be a Yankee or a Met. Yeah, nasty pitch there by Garrett too.
Yep. This would be a massive strikeout potentially. One dead double play would end the inning. 1-2 from Garrett, not checking any of the runners. You hear his pitch. Strike 3 on a nasty slider down and away from Reed Garrett, sending Christian Walker to the bench, Dan.
Whew. Getting a little in front of me. There it is. Beautiful pitch. 85 down and away.
I'm a little ahead of you. I'll hit pause real quick.
It's all good. All good. And yeah, no, it's nasty.
All right, I just hit pause for a couple seconds. You seen the replay yet?
Yeah, we got to find a time to meet up. So they're gonna show you. Hold on.
Let me know when you're seeing the second replay.
So I'm watching the first replay of Christian Walker.
Okay. Let me know when you get to. Let me know when you get to him about to throw a pitch to start to get into his motion. I'm on pause till then.
On the second replay.
Yeah, after it.
All right, he's in his motion right now. Ready, set, start. Fastball 97.
Strike 1.
Yep.
All right. See?
There we go.
I want to line up. I don't want
Cool.
You know.
No, definitely.
That's what's good about us streaming here. If we were live TV, there's really nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, if we're a second later too to the listening audience, I mean, you'll see it before us, but not many people can watch this game to begin with.
Oh boy.
Fly ball.
All right.
Right center.
So don't get the hell out of the way. I'll be right back, man. Give me a sec.
That's funny. Yeah, Reed, let's go. Let's go, Reed. That's hype. That's hype. That's what you want to see. McGill fired up off the hook. 3-1 game, a reverse of yesterday. Remember, we lost 3-1. I'm sure a lot of us do. And then, yeah, maybe the Mets win 3-1 today, but you get out of that inning if you're Reed Garrett. That's why you call on him in the 6th inning. It feels weird, right? Reed Garrett feels like an 8th inning guy with his stuff and the experience in the playoffs, but you see him in a 6th inning role. It shows the depth of this Mets team. That's a Reed Garrett pitching in the 6th. 7th, maybe you have a Budo. 8th inning, you have a Minter or Stanek. 9th inning, you have a Diaz. I mean, you're loaded in this bullpen. Not in terms of, household names, not in terms of maybe we could win a World Series by throwing bullpen games with this rotation, right? I get it. We're not the Dodgers, but it gives you that confidence that you could throw a Reed Garrett out there, get meaningful innings, continue to get good outings from these guys. McGill gave you a pretty good outing today. Solid. Bridge the gap, pass the baton. That's all it is. It's nothing crazy. It's not going to be all household names, but it's going to get the job done. Seeing Livy Dunn in a commercial, that's always great. But again, it's not always going to be household names like a Paul Skeens, in terms of the rotation. Maybe Tyler McGill is this hidden gem. Maybe he's a guy that we're looking at. Similar stuff to Skeens, if we're being honest. Even Hunter Brown. That 1-2-3 inning for the Mets in the first, for anyone who saw it, I mean, that's an ace-like inning. We could at least say that. Maybe not call Hunter Brown an ace, but 1, 2, 3, good morning, good afternoon, good night. That was certainly a wake-up call for the Mets, and they got woken up. What's up, Ray?
Now McGill's line looks way better, huh? 5 innings. 5 innings, 1 run.
Put in Siri, take Winker out. I hear you.
5 innings, 1 run, 3 hits. 1.80 ERA.
Let's go, Mets. Yeah, Juan Soto hit a bomb. I mean, just. Well, there you go. There's Winker. For someone who said put in Winker, there you go. The great Nolan Ryan, great Mike Scott. Back when the Nationals were in the National League. Back when the Astros were in the National League.
I need 1 minute. Baby's calling.
Yep. Do your thing, Ray. Yes, we got Winker at the plate, 2-1 count, lefty on lefty, ground ball right back to the pitcher. And Winker's out of the inning, the first out of the 7th inning. Mets ahead 3-1. Taylor coming up. Again, it's all about moving the chain for the Mets. It's all about continuing to just pass the baton. Think of it as a relay race. And we think of the season as a marathon, not a sprint, right? We'll think of this as each individual game as its own track and field baton. You're running a relay, hits, stringing them together, and just putting together a good game. Good series wins, too. This puts you right back in the conversation to win the series. Tomorrow, string together a win a series. We're out to Miami, win a series. We're back playing Toronto at home, maybe sweep a series. There's very little concerning games for the first couple of weeks for this Mets team. You play Sacramento in there, you play Miami twice, Toronto, who seems up and down. That first game of the season, I know you don't put too much stock into that, but it's good that they're bouncing back against the Orioles right now, and we'll take each game, obviously, game by game. But losing 12-2 on opening day, that's not good at home. So, and we know about the Blue Jays, we know about the whole Vlad stuff. Interesting thing about Alejandro Kirk too. It's just they're definitely going to be in sell mode. And Tyrone Taylor strike 3. So for the second out of the 7th inning, Acuna coming up, who's pinch hitting for Beatty. So this is kind of the added value to Acuna too. You could pinch hit him late in games. But when Jeff McNeil comes back, there's going to be that conversation of potentially moving Acuna down to AAA. And we should always be aware that it's going to be a tough conversation. People aren't going to want to have that conversation. And maybe they never do have that conversation too, given the at-bats Acuna's shown you. His 12-pitch at-bat against Josh Hader, who's throwing absolute cheese. Saw what he did against Soto. I mean, it's Acuna stepping in the box, looking poised. Completely poised. Fastball out and away, 1-1. To Acuna. Having his reach base probability at 31%. Acuna, tough AAA. He does well, but then, he does well in spring training to an extent. But then you look at this back of his baseball card at the end of spring training, guy still has a 500 OPS. It's like, what went wrong? He played great in the Winter League. Played great in the big leagues, but he couldn't take it from AAA and transfer it as he swings over the top of that slider and just 1, 2, 3 inning for the Mets in the 7th inning, going to the 7th inning stretch and 3-1 game. Man, oh man. Hopefully the Mets can hold this. That's all you want to do. Just hold this. Nothing serious, nothing crazy. It's not, again, we're not overreacting in March. If you are, then I don't know if that's necessary. Let's look at some of these comments too. And guys, thank you for just kind of chilling with us, kind of hanging out here on a Friday night. I know it's not easy. It's a lot going on in everyone's lives. Jays lead 8-2. Yep, Harrison. Acuna is in, called it. Yeah, again, good stuff, Harrison. That's solid. Again, it shows what you can do with a guy like Acuna, bringing him in late game, speed boost, good glove. Phil, we are going to win all this season. That's the goal. You want to win it all. Goomba, MLB Network said, okay, we're done for the night. Bye, and shut the game off. What is this BS? Never seen this in my life. Stop broadcasting in the 7th inning. LOL. Really? Maybe they cut out to something. Maybe they went to, I don't know. I don't know what's currently on MLB Network, but that's weird. That's very weird. I don't know why they would do that. Very concerning. MLB, a lot of concerning things early on. Yesterday too, with the MLB app going down on opening day. Not good for the Mets. Not good for the Mets. Goomba. Imagine NFL Network stopping a game in the 4th quarter of a 3-point game. Yeah. No, they'd never do it. Never would. Never would. Phil, Soto crushed the ball this game. It's the first of many. No, he did. He absolutely crushed that ball to left field. Reed Garrett is the man. Jimmy, shout out Jimmy. That's all we need to acknowledge. Listen, good 6th inning from Reed Garrett. Good 6th inning. He's going to be in that role now. It shouldn't be anything that is crazy. He's good. He's solid. He's going to be in a new role. A bunch of Mets in new roles, which could be good, could be bad, but so far working out to an extent. So Minter Dan in, I called it. Yeah, again, Harrison, you're on the ball tonight, bro. Definitely some good calls. So Minter in for the Mets right now. Soto going out there and right. They're showing him currently on the screen. But yeah, Minter in the game today. 39 games last season with Atlanta. 2.67, 34 in a third innings. K to walk of 35 to 11. All right, Minter's first outing with the Mets. Fastball out and away. Lisa, Metropolitan sends Mets love. Shout out, Lisa. Thank you to the Metropolitans. How about that grand slam? Oh, I'll be right back too. Right, my bad.
Oh, they made the defensive replacements. Acuna's in there too, huh? I want to say this is a can't miss game here, people, but it's like it'd be really nice to finally get this win, get another monkey off our backs, get into the groove of the season, have a chance to take the opening series before heading into Miami. I think that is where we're at. Yes, Phil, go AJ. I agree. Oh, 1-0 Cubs. Good to know. Here we go. 2-2 down in the dirt. Cannot walk here. Cannot walk Pena. Absolutely under zero circumstances can we walk him at all. Mark, not even up. And the 3-2 ground ball. That's what he meant. Vientos with a nice play. Right over to Pete Alonso for the easy out of Pena. Big first out for the Mets. Yeah, shout out to Billy Wagner, becoming a Hall of Famer. Be interested to see where AJ Minter's speed ends up.
Let's go. Let's go.
How about Minter? Minter's sitting around 95. That's a little light for him, right?
Yeah. 95, 96. That might be as good as you're going to get.
Here we go. The 1-1 well outside.
But Minter pitching in the 7th inning here. So maybe they go to Stanek for the 8th.
Bring him back against his former team.
Right.
That'd be pretty sweet.
And then you have Diaz for the 9th.
2-1. Right on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch by Minter. 2-2.
2-2. Yep, caught up. Yeah, no.
What do you think of Caleb Smith?
Solid.
Man, the Mets should have got him in the Verlander deal, huh?
Yeah, right. No, we got the blue chip. We got the Clifford,
2-2 in the dirt. 3-2.
Way in the dirt.
While we're hanging out around here, appreciate all you guys sticking around. If you haven't already, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button if you could. Really helps the stream, helps show this to other Mets fans. So appreciate you all being here.
Definitely.
All right, we got the 3-2. Oh, that should have been ABS. That would have been strike 3. Bull crap.
Come
One thing is
on.
funny, we're only 2 games in. The umpires get so many bad calls wrong.
Be better.
Look at this. Watch this replay, Dan. Bam,
Be-
right on the corner. That's strike 3. Sit down.
Be better. Yeah, that's black. Come on.
That's more than black. Yeah, Minter's already 13 pitches in, 1 out.
It's what we call horse crap.
All right, Brandon Rogers. See if we can get him to ground into a second double play. Look, that was further outside than the strike 3 pitch.
Right. No, same spot. Maybe that's a makeup call, but come on. We don't need makeup
That's why I
calls.
want ABS, Dan.
Yeah, no, we shouldn't be having makeup calls. We should be just having the right calls the first time. But it is what it is. What kind of pickoff is that? Have a competitive pickoff, but
Well, what's going on, my guy? Hope all is well tonight with you. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Give us that thumbs up if you haven't already. Appreciate that. Oh, ground ball, slow roller to short. Lindor's just going to go to first and get the 1 out. Guys, by the way, we are running a poll, exclusive poll, but let me know if you guys agree. 1 like equals 1 more Yankee tier. It's as simple as that. Let's make them cry. The hate DMs that we got over at Metcast, and obviously, depending on the platform you're watching us, some platforms were small, some platforms were bigger, like over at X. And obviously, I give it to the Yankee fan just as much as they give it to us, Dan. But my DMs were so full yesterday, it was scary. You wasted all that money. Yeah, he's a bust, Soto. I'm like, wait a sec. He struck out against an elite closer with elite stuff against a lefty-lefty who's one of the hardest lefty-lefty matchups in the game the last 10 years, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
To me.
Yeah, no, he's up there with the Chris Sales of the world. Yeah, definitely.
And of course, Soto comes out. What is he, 2 for 4 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Or he's got a couple walks. Maybe he's 1.
He might have.
Yeah, he's got the 1 hit, which is a home run, a walk, and his OPS is 1625. 1-1. That was right down the kisser. But he was late. Are you a little surprised they went to AJ Minter here, considering he's facing pretty much all righties?
A little bit. Maybe they want to get him up. Maybe get.
You know who probably goes in this spot in a couple weeks? Daniel Nunez.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, looks like Stanek's going to be coming in for the 8th, or if he can't get Myers here.
There we go. Look at that. You watch Metcast.
All right, 1-2, strike 3. Let's go. Sit down. Minter with the crazy slider. That's what's up.
Was that a changeup slider? Whatever that was. Yeah, it was good. Good pitch. Terrence,
Let us
Lindor,
know how
Soto.
you guys feel about the Yankees in the comments. F the Yankees. Buzz, you're so right. Yankee fans were celebrating yesterday. Going to be like this all year. It's going to be like this for the next 15 years. Remember this. And no, he's not a homegrown Yankee, But what did we hear since we got him? Since he became a Yankee, once you put on those pinstripes, you just can't take them off. Bullshit. And I was saying this for 3 years. Soto always wanted to be a New York Met. No one accidentally likes their own photo in a different uniform in a rival stadium. That simply does not happen. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not saying it's going to happen because of the whole situation at first base. I truly believe Vladimir Guerrero Jr. wants to be a New York Met. You don't accidentally post photos with the opposing team's player in the offseason and you on vacation together and going on games and going on all this stuff. That simply does not happen.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
It is.
Doesn't. The Vlad stuff's, there's some real smoke to it. But you got to think about the Red Sox, too. You got to think about the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of other teams at the Mets. They have Pete Alonso in the palm of their hand. Even if he opts out, you heard Ron Darling this week say there's less of a chance that he returns to the Mets if he opts out. I don't know if it really matters. I think
he said if he has a good year.
If the better he does, the more chance he opts out, and the
Which
less.
Is fine, whatever. I mean, it's almost
less,
a win-win for the Mets. If he opts in, you get him for next to nothing because he's front-loaded this year, and if he opts out, you could explore your options. You could always move Vientos to first, depending on who else is available. Maybe you go after Vlad. There's a lot of options, and we can't sit here, Dan, and say, well, it's not like he's not making any money. He's making a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Vladdy Guerrero's not going to get $30 million a year. I do not see that happening. Maybe he gets that, but that might be Steve Cohen saying, all right, I'll give you 30. I'm just paying you what Pete was getting. But that's enough with the offseason talk. First pitch swinging down the right field line. It's cutting, and it is off the top of the wall. Terren's going to second base, looking bobble in right field, but he's going to hold up at second for leadoff double. This is where would you pinch run for him? They did it yesterday. They did the defensive replacement. Would you put a Starling Marte at second? Are you trying to get that extra run? That literally hit the top of the yellow. Watch this replay, Dan. Oh my, bro, one more inch, that's out. All right, Lindor's up. They're not pinch running for Terren's. What time's tomorrow's game? $7:15. All right. I was thinking if it's an early game, maybe they're going to use it. Oh, that just drilled Lindor right in the kneecap. That's what it looked like for me, but it looks like he's walking it off. No reaction from Dan Bartels, who's tweeting away. I think your mic might be on mute. Oh, hold on.
I've been on mute this whole time. That's crazy.
I'm talking to myself over here. I'm like waiting for a reaction.
I'm talking to myself. No, yeah, Lindor hit on like the upper knee, thigh area. That's crazy.
Oh, but, come on, boy. Shut these effing fans up. Come on, Soto. Let's get into it, fans. Let's get into it.
Come on.
Strike one on the corner. Soto looking back at the umpire saying it wasn't a strike. Soto, brother. It was a strike.
Let's go.
I can't wait to get this damn team home. All right, 0-1 count. To Soto. Here we go. Outside.
No,
he's almost doing that Soto shuffle. He's taking these practice swings like he actually means it. All right, Soto sitting at the plate, 1-1. Here we go. Check on the runner and the pitch. Oh, my gosh. He just missed crushing that out. Terren should tag from second, catch in right field. Terren fakes it, goes back to second. I think he would have made it. Non-productive at bat there.
Yeah, can't win them all. All good, Juan.
Yeah, Phil Lindor's okay, brother.
Yeah, Lindor's good. He just got hit on
I'm
the
not
leg.
kidding, Dan. Soto missed that by a half an inch on his bat.
Definitely.
All right, big spot for Pete Alonso here. 0-0. The pitch.
Yeah, runners
That was
on.
low, but the umpire, of course, calls it for a strike like he has been all game.
Yeah, 2 on, 2-run lead for the Mets. 3-1 top 8. 1 out.
You ever see that one skit? The guy goes, he's like, and it's 0-1. It's 0-1. There's no score in the bottom. And he says it. He says the same thing like 8 times, but he says it different.
That's funny. I remember always the Family Guy meme. It's the first pitch and the season's over.
This is a tough pitcher for Alonso here.
Oh yeah, he's all the way.
He's gonna. I think he's. Excuse me. You're gonna get a slider down the way here.
Third
They
base
bring the
side of
cheese in.
rubber.
They're out of the zone. 1-2.
Yeah, Pete's got to. Good at bats from
Diddy.
Pete.
Come on, Pete. Let's go, bro.
But you
Come
need some
on.
consistency out of Pete.
Guys, if you're enjoying these live streams, hanging out during the games, make sure you have your notifications on because, hold on, 1-2 from Pete outside. Have the notifications on. And I'm always saying that because we're not going to go live for every game. Obviously, we have lives outside of this, but we're watching the games. But there's a lot of times we're going to cut in the 5th and 6th inning and ride it out. And we want you guys here with us. So you'll get notified, hey, they're live, and you can come hang out with us. So 2-2. Alonso with a great eye. Last year, he swings at that, Dan.
Yep, and then he's probably going around, check swing down at first, and it probably went. And two, like games like this too, it's good, Ray, that we have for people who don't have Apple TV, at least we'll be able to kind of cover some of these games.
Right.
There shouldn't be
3-2.
too many.
Alonso ground ball to third over the bag. Good play by safe. I lost the call. Oh, a hell of a play at third base. So we got
grounded to third. Yeah, they turned it at second, got the runner out, and then couldn't get double up Pete. So runners on the corners, 2 outs.
What a play by the third baseman here. Fading away, fires a rocket to second. The footwork for the second baseman was completely wrong.
That was awful. But they wouldn't have got him anyway.
I know. Watch his footwork here on the replay. What are you doing?
Yeah.
he's
you're supposed to come across the bag, but yeah, you're supposed to touch the bag with your right foot. Now your left.
They're going to bring in the lefty. Do you swap Nimmo out for Marte? Or does Nimmo have 2 hits today?
Yeah, no, I don't know if I'm taking Nimmo out. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we could have pinch ran for Terrens there, but
Terrens would have been on third there.
Yeah, well, hopefully that's Acuna in certain situations too. You could have him off the bench.
Right, they went to the defensive replacement early though.
Yeah, is what it is. Just hold the lead. That's all. Get a good inning here from the bullpen. Stanek coming up against his old team in the 8th inning. Just get the hold, move on to the next inning, get Diaz loose. Let's win this game.
I want to, while we're in the commercial here, let's touch on this Tyler McGill start today, Dan. 1.80 ERA, battled. He had 1 inning where he had guys really on, but he really stuck through it. I thought, to me, it was an impressive. Now, here's the key for me. I need to see it in back-to-back starts. You're going to get the home opener. He's going to be juiced. We all know that. But I'm encouraged what I saw today, but I know from the past, McGill is such a roller coaster, but could this be the year he puts it together?
Hopefully. I hope it is. Just start to start, consistency. You got to see it through. They're giving him the rein because they really could have optioned him down. They could have found other ways to get another starter up here, but they chose to go with McGill. Good choice by them.
We got this from Scott. 1 game, people overreacted about Soto hitting Jack today, and Walt couldn't agree with you more. I was one of the guys screaming about that. But yep, they bring in the lefty to face Nimmo, and they're going to leave Nimmo in, it looks like. So we got Here's a situation. We have first and third. Oh, pitch to Nimmo off the bat, fouls it back. First and third, top 8, 3-1 Mets. Nimmo coming out. Nimmo tonight is 1 for 3 with a single and run scored. You have Alonso on first and Terens on third, and the count's 0-1. All right, the 0-1. Right at the knees. Great pitch. 0-2. Check out these splits for Nimmo, OPS wise. 828 against right-handers, only 763, but 763 is still a quick pitch. Fouls it back. 763 is still above league average. Mark, don't worry. Mark, we got you. If you don't have Apple TV, hang around. That's why usually we don't do the play-by-play, but we're doing it kind of a little bit today. Quick pitch. Nimmo, strike. Oh, just missed going over the bag. Foul ball. But we're doing the play-by-play a little for you guys today, only because we do carry Apple TV here.
And as a disclaimer too, like I'm on the free trial. I got the 3-month thing through my phone or whatever. So
3 months they give you?
3 months.
Nice.
So I have this until June, any game or July. After that, then I'll be right there with you, Ray.
Dan will pay the 10. Metcast will pay the $10 for Dan. Don't worry about it, people. He'll be good. All right, we got the 0-2. Nimmo calls timeout.
Time.
I'm sitting here eating mandarin.
Love the worst.
Whole bag of them every day.
It's the worst when the umpires don't give you time. I think it was a college game. There was a guy.
He was like, time. Yeah.
Yelling it. Yeah.
All right, the 0-2 to Nimmo. Let's see what we got here. King is a tough left-handy. All right, he's going for the pickoff at first to Alonso. What I think's funny is the first base coach right now is timing King as if Alonso's going to try to take second here. What a mustache on King, huh? He's going the full mullet look. We got the 0-2 to Nimmo and the pitch. Nimmo fights it off. Blooper to center. Going back. Center fielder's got it. End of inning. So the Mets today with runners in scoring position, Dan, what is their... It can't be good. Cannot be good.
Let's see. Mets with runners in scoring position today.
Mm-hmm.
They have 4 left on base as a team. I don't know the runner in scoring position.
So you got to be 1 for 5.
Yeah. 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position, most likely. Yeah. It's not great. Again, you're seeing improvement now for the Mets. Now they're putting up runs. Now they're in the lead. They had a string of hits together, which I think a lot of Mets fans were just waiting to see. Just string the hits together. That's all it is. We know this offense is potent. We know what they bring to the table. This is a division-winning lineup, but now you get to see it. We got to see it very briefly at the end of spring training when we played the Marlins. We won 10-2, and that was a full barrage from basically the starting lineup. They can score 10 runs. It's not going to be often, but if they can put up 3 to 5 to 7 runs a night, they're going to be in good company. Probably around 5 runs a night. Like it's not some formula that we have to follow, but just don't get shut out. That you guys get it. Can't wait to go golfing too. See a golfing commercial. I got to get out there, bro.
I'm going to be golfing next week.
Whew. Can't wait.
In Orlando.
Sweating. It's going to be, it's got to be good though. Get out there and see how the swing's looking, hit the range a little bit, get some putting in, and then go play 9, go play 18. Actually,
well, let's get to some of your guys' chats. Fantastic Static, baby. Yes, I agree. I'm not a big golfer. You are? Buzz says we got to get those runs in, and Phil says Diaz is going to shut it down. We'll see. We shall see. So Stanic's going to get the first chance to set up Diaz entering the season. I figure it's going to be Nunez once he comes back after a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. That's just my gut. Maybe you think different, but
no, yeah, could be. I like Stanek in the 8th inning. Minter or Stanek, if they do 7th, 8th inning for the both of them, and then maybe have Nunez more for the 6th inning, 7th inning. Whoa, wow, pitch. 7th inning, probably.
Stanek worries me with his control. He didn't look like he had great control throughout spring.
Yeah. Yeah, and even that last game against the Yankees, he opened up, wasn't great.
Altuve swung as hard as he could. His helmet went flying.
It's 98. Stanek still has it.
JetCast on Michael. Appreciate. We actually just released an exclusive interview tonight. If you guys are Jets fans over there at JetCast Pod, same thing. Just met JETCAST with Rich Samini of ESPN. Great interview dropped tonight. My partner over there, Pat, did it with him. Really good interview, and it was extensive on everything you could think about with the Jets. Excuse me. So if you want to check that out, that is over there. Phil says, Dan, what's your handicap?
Probably about a 12. I'm not a scratch golfer by any means, but probably 10, 12 over par at this point. I have some good games, shooting the 80s, high 80s, but usually around the 90s, honestly.
Not bad.
I'm like a 30.
I used to try to hit 100. That's what I would do. I'm not like
No, yeah. If it's like par 32 or something and I'm playing 9 holes, I'll probably be around 40, 42.
You ever play the pitch and putt at Jones Beach?
Jones, I know about it. I haven't played
Yeah,
there.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. All right, 2-2 in the dirt.
I go to the
Soto shuffle from Altuve. What the hell is going on here?
I go to the range by Deer Park train station, Heartland, where they.
Yeah, I used to go there. Yep,
it's great.
They got a nice mini golf course over there. Dominate over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
All right, Stanek gets set 3-2. Fastball right on the corner. Fouls it back. Stanek throwing hard, 98 miles an hour.
Yeah. It's getting up there.
Altuve was way out in front of it, believe it or not. How wild is that? How are you in front of 98? Once I see that, here comes the hook. And he walks him.
Pulled the string, change up. Nope, goes with the slider and spikes it. All right, so leadoff runner in.
Never easy, as we all know, right?
Yeah, leadoff runner in the 8th. On for them. Tying run at the plate.
Guys, if you're enjoying this, hanging out with us, do me a favor. Smash that like button if you could. Especially if you want another Yankee tier, because every like equals one Yankee fan tier. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Stanek here.
Get your Jeremy Pena basketball jersey tomorrow as the Houston Astros take on the Mets at 7:15.
Oh, boy. It's high. It is deep. And Nimmo's settling under it for the out right in front of the wall. Fires it into the cutoff. Altuve back to first. We almost just had a tie game, ladies and gentlemen.
Tie game and a heart attack, all in the same swing. Ballpark just big enough into that left center field kind of crevice. He knew it. He missed it. Paredes. Should be Jordan coming up now, I think. So. Yeah, Jordan digs in. 1 out, bottom 8th. 3-1 game. First pitch from Stanek, 99 on the first strike. Outer half.
Ooh, Stanek fastball 99 right past Jordan Alvarez, right down the middle. That was a challenge pitch.
0-2. That's a big league heater.
He pitched to 7th, my guy.
Get in the box.
Here we go, 0-2. Fastball 99 right in the same. He cannot. Don't keep playing with that spot.
No, he could flick that the other way and this game's tied. Yeah, no doubt.
Miss, what scared you? You said you just scared the crap out of you. What scared you? Are you looking down at your iPad?
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is. All right. All right,
Yeah,
0-2.
it's probably
Another
best
fastball.
to just lock in like this and just kind of talk into the microphone. Yeah, foul ball away. I'll try to fix the camera angle and stuff, but
No, it's all good. Phil can of corn. Oh, that's probably what it was. I scared the crap when I said hit high and far.
mm,
It is high. It is far. I'll pull John Sterling. It is caught by the shortstop on the edge of the infield grass.
oh man.
0-2. Finally throws a change of pace pitch. Slider inside off the plate. 1-2.
Dave Sims doing a good job filling in for Sterling. Filling in, taking over for Sterling. But yeah, filling the shoes of John Sterling, which are obviously very tough to fill. But still have
Michael just writes out 1-2.
out.
Ground ball. Sharp Acuna in the hole. Diving play. Gets up, fires into first. What a play by Acuna in the first base hole. I'll tell you right now, Brett Beatty is not getting to that. What a play by Acuna. 2 dead. Altuve to second.
Showing the replay. I got you guys.
Wow.
I got
Great
you.
lateral movement. He actually checked shortstop for second base, realized he was not going to get it. He probably could have got Altuve, but get this simple out. Keep it moving.
Beautiful play by Acuna.
All right. 0-1. Fastball on the outside corner, Stanek. Dan, you're going to get me thrown off YouTube.
Would I, though? It's technically reversed, no?
You would get me thrown off.
That's crazy.
0-1.
Glad I got to show
Tagged right at Soto line. Drive inning over. Stanek gives him the horns up. Sit down onto the ninth.
Friday Night Baseball, Apple TV. Gotta love it. Vientos, Winker, Taylor due up for the Mets. Let's get some insurance. Let's make this
my little league coach used to say, boy, does that sound like some runs.
Let's get some insurance. Let's go. Make this a 1-1 record on the season. Mets' first win of the year. It's brewing. You still got to get the job done. Get one more run and then pass the baton to Diaz. Let's go, Mets. Out of town scoreboard real quick, right, too. So the Rangers beat the Red Sox 4-1. The Pirates over the Marlins 4-3. The Blue Jays over the Orioles 8-2. The Rays over the Rockies 3-2. And then games currently in action. The Athletics up over the Mariners top 5, 2-0. Braves Padres. Padres are leading 3-2 bottom third. D-backs over the Cubs 2-1 top 4. And then the Dodgers potentially losing their first game of the year, top third. They're down 2-0. So we'll keep an eye on that.
They're going to win 120 games.
Yeah, 3-0. Oh, man. Yeah, you got the out of town. Nimmo in the
The
top.
out of town scoreboard is brought to you by Metcast.
Yep. Love it.
Got to get a sponsor for that plug. No, Ken, get Nimmo out of the top 4. He sucks. Stop it. Ken, lay off the booze, my guy. The anti-denied. Am I the only one? Am I the only? Oh, excuse me, because the chat's moving. Am I the only absolutely crushed that Iglesias is gone? He is such better than Acuna. Beatty will be all year. Such a huge mistake. I get your perspective, but they want to get younger. They just do. And regardless of what we say, there are spending limits eventually. There just are. And at the time, supposedly he was seeking 2 years and a $16 million contract. The Mets would pay 110% on that. So it's like you're giving him 2 years and $35 million, which you're not going to do for him. You're just not. What do you think, Dan?
I'm sorry, Ray. What was that? It was spending. I mean, yeah, I don't. Vientos 2-0. Yeah,
Edwin
there's.
Diaz is getting loose in the pen to take on the bottom 9.
Yep. Also, too, real quick, Syracuse won today. They started their season 1-0. Tidwell gave you 5 innings, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts. Ghost, Warren, Cabrera, and then Cabrera got the save. So good for Syracuse starting off. 3-hit games from Luke Ritter, Joey Meneses. He had a double. Donovan Walton had an RBI.
Oh boy. Apple TV's having issues. Did yours freeze or is it just mine?
No, I don't. I haven't frozen yet.
Fantastic. You could take over the play-by-play.
Nice. All right, 3-1 count to Vientos in a 3-1 game. Fly ball center field, can of corn. So 1 out here. Yup. I just cut out to the Mets opening day rotation. Clay Holmes, McGill, Canning, Peterson, Senga. Manaya obviously out with the oblique. Montas out with the lat. Both currently on the injured list.
Try resetting it.
All right, here's Jesse Winker. Digs in. First pitch fouled away.
Let me know when it shows him again in the batter's box after Mendoza.
Now. Go.
No, go ahead. You can take over. You
Oh,
got the
1.
bottom one. I'm
Yep.
making some graphics.
0-1 to Winker. Slider in 84 over the plate. 0-2. Still a 3-1 game. Top 9. Mets leading 3-1. Looking to get their first win of 2025. Pitch outside to Winker 1-2.
How much of that do you put in on this team? Everybody's freaking out because what happened last year.
No, it's just Mets fans are scarred, whether it be the Wilpons to the Cohens, whether it be, we love our history and it's good, but you can't, if anything, you look at the 0-5 last year as something that, even if it does happen, you shouldn't be upset about it, knowing that the Mets can get out of that hole. But it's obviously something you don't want to start the season ever 0-5.
Mm-hmm. You ever have to switch out your headphone?
Yeah, and they die.
I might be
Yeah.
a little behind you now.
They're showing Diaz.
Yeah. And let me know right now. They're switching to the pitcher right now.
Oh, well. Winker just fouled it off himself. So whenever you get to that,
All right.
like as he's like jumping around
All
up.
right. Let me know when they leave Mendoza and go back to Winker.
Now you're ahead of me. Hold on. Wait. 2 seconds. Yep. Now we're good.
You're still ahead of me. I'm just seeing Winker now. Oh, that was a good pitch. Strike 3. Sit down, Winker. I was on the corner. That's a tough pitch to call strike 3, considering the catcher was set up all the way on the outside corner.
Yeah, Winker goes down. Didn't like it.
Yeah, but it was a strike.
Yeah, it's Taylor in the box 1-1. 3-1 game, top 9. Sorry. Fouls it away 1-2. So maybe the Mets won't get some insurance here in the 9th, but they'll go with a 2-run lead if all else holds to Diaz to hopefully get the final 3 outs. Here's the 1-2. Fastball inside, swung on a miss, strike 3. Taylor goes down. Inning
Let me know when
over.
you're at the horse commercial because I'm way ahead of you.
Yep, inning over for the Mets. Yeah, horse commercial. We'll look out for that. But yeah, so again, we'll see how Diaz looks in 2025. We saw how Minter looked. We got to see how Stanek looked. Yeah, I'm at the horse commercial. So yeah, LFGM.
Let me ask you a question, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you concerned at all with Lindor not having a hit yet?
Not at all.
0 for 3 today.
Not at all. And we heard this too. We even heard it going into the game today. Some people were saying, "Are you concerned about Lindor?" No, I'm not. I'm not concerned that he had a slow spring. We know he's a slow starter. I know that's not an excuse, but we know the kind of player Lindor is. If he's not starting off strong, it's fine. All right, we'll look to Pete to do it. We'll look to Nimmo to do it. We'll look to Mark Vientos to do it. This team is good enough. You got 2 runs today from Taylor and Winker. Like this team's going to be fine. And especially Francisco Lindor of all players is going to be fine.
Yes.
It's like Knicks fans questioning Jalen Brunson when he's playing. Like, you can't do that. Yeah, sure, maybe the league catches up to him and something, I get it, but it's not the end of the world. That's one of your best players. Lindor's out there every day. He's a gamer. He puts a smile on his face. He keeps the team composed. It's Let's go, Mets.
Look at your direct message. What I just tweeted out.
Let's take a look, Ray. Yankee fans, yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Don't piss off the hornet's nest. You'll get stung. Yankee.
I want to give a shout out to the listeners. How about that, Dan? We almost 500 people in here. Appreciate everybody checking in. If you're enjoying the content, just hanging out with us on this beautiful Friday night. Hopefully, going to get our first win of the season. Give us a sub, hit the like button, and turn on notifications. So when we do go live, you can come hang out.
Let's go. Let's get a win.
And I will be at opening day. So if you're going to be at opening day, please let me know.
Ooh-wee. Diaz getting ahead. Stuff looks solid.
Where's his velocity at? That's where I want to see,
90, what was it? I didn't see. 97, 98. We'll see right here. He's probably going to the heater, but no, slider 92. That's gross. See you later.
Yo, that was nasty.
First strikeout of the 9th. 2 outs to go with a 2-run lead.
0-2 to Pena. Slider right down the pipe, but he could not square it up. We're 1 out away.
Let's go, Metcast Nation. Let's go. 1 out away. Brandon Nimmo charging that ball in left field makes a nice running grab. And Diaz, again, let's go. Let's do it. Let's just keep the chain moving. '98. Man, Mets win.
Really?
Yep. I saw the SNY thing.
Oh, I must be just behind you.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Their tweet.
Way to blow the live stream.
That's their tweet. I don't know. Yeah, Mets win. You'll see it in a couple seconds. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm getting my tweets ready too and stuff. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's big. We'll see it very quickly. But shout out SNY for being ahead.
There you go. Pop fly, easy can of corn. Soto in right field. Cole's off the center fielder. Game over.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mets 1-1 on the year.
I wonder if my DMs will be full of the Yankee fans still. You think so?
Yeah.
Let's get this post out. All right, so let's give a little quick breakdown. I'll pull up the box scores really quick. We could talk about that really quick.
Hell yeah.
We're now officially in the post game.
Let's go.
All right, so let's pull up these numbers really quickly. Let's see what we got here. So let's see, man. They give Juan Soto the player of the game.
Hell
Shocker
yeah.
there, right? Real
Definitely.
shocker.
Definitely.
So here we go with the box scores. Let's enlarge it a little bit so we could really dive into it. So 3-1. Obviously, the Mets put up that offense early and was quiet the rest of the night. So the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, no runs, only 5 hits today, no errors. Out. Hold on, let's listen into Juan Soto's post game right now. Something about this ballpark he likes playing here. It's pretty much what he's saying right now. But remember, one like equals one Yankee tier. So make sure we get those in there really quickly. So let's dive down the stats right now. Obviously, you have Soto 1 for 3 with a walk and a home run. You have Pete Alonso getting that big walk, 0 for 3 today. Nimmo 1 for 4. Lindor continues his, early 2-game struggle. Nothing big. 0 for 3 today. Vientos 1 for 4. You have Winker 1 for 4. You also had an RBI for Soto, Vientos, and Winker. Tyrone Taylor 0 for 4. Brett Beatty 0 for 2. Acuna's 0 for 1. And Luis Torrens with the big double, obviously off the fence in right field. And he started out 1 for 3. You have Tyler McGill, who I actually think had a really solid start today. 5 innings, 1 run, 6 Ks. It would have been better if his defense would have helped him out. But of course, Luis Torrens tries to block a ball by backhanding strike 3, allowing the runner to go from home to first and be safe, gives up the hit, and then he's out of the game. But the bullpen shut it down. Reed Garrett with an inning, AJ Minter with an inning, Stanek with an inning, and Diaz with an inning. Nobody, think about this. All 4 of those 4 innings, Dan, did not allow a single hit.
Let's go. What a day. What a game. Bats were moving.
Yep.
Soto first home run. Winker, Taylor, Vientos with the double. Nimmo with the stolen base. This is unbelievable.
How about that? The aggressiveness of Nimmo to go after that.
No, it's great. This is great. Let's go. Mets are 1-1.
I know. Beats last year's 0-5 start. Tomorrow game at 7 o'clock. I might do something similar later in the afternoon, 5th or 6th inning bond. I don't know if I'm going to do that 3-hour marathon like we did the other day. But those are my thoughts for today. I appreciate everybody coming in today. Dan, you have any final words before we clip off? And I'm sure there'll be other post games as well.
Better be 0-5, better than 0-5, as everyone's saying. Yeah, this should be good. This is a good night. You can definitely sleep well knowing the Mets won today. And that's all. We'll turn the page tomorrow. We'll be in tune with everyone, and hopefully the Mets win the series in Houston.
Yep. And if you're interested, I'm sure Dan will be opening up a X space after this, as he does. A live crowd goes in there for the post game. I'll probably hop in there as well. Maybe click on little MLB The Show while I relax on this awesome Friday night. First win of the season, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. Smash that like button, hit that sub button, and turn on those notifications. So when we go live, you can come hang out with us. We get to all your comments, all your questions, all your concerns. And yes, I am working on a couple of guests for the nights that we have off, because obviously all the writers and big time guests are not going to come on during the season as they're covering the team actively. But I'm working on it hard for you guys. Thanks as always for sticking around. As always, Dan, let's go.
Go Mets.
Peace.